And you're welcome. It's time for our SME segment here, and we have with us today CEO of 2828 Inside Fashion, Lucci Anyim. She's joining us here today, and she'll be here to tell us about her fashion enterprise and brand and how they blend Ankara prints and the fine leather to make fashionable bags and wallets and belts, and you can see them all here. It's fantastic. Anyim, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Such a simple woman, but such beautiful talent. Wow, I've manhandled everything here before the show started because I couldn't keep my hands off of it, from that little mini bag for your kids to this one, which she's not going home with. And it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, tell us about your operation 2828. Well, when did you guys get started?
Actually, in 2019, I started in 2019 and fully.
Okay.
But prior to that time, I had been learning. I'd gone to different training, institutions
Okay.
to learn how to make all these.
So I like that you actually started with that. You had to get training first to get here.
Yes.
Since 2019 up until now, that's kind of like almost like 4 years. Let's just say 3 years. But you have managed to hone your skill and put together these very beautiful crafts. Now, since then, have you been operating just by yourself, or do you have people who work with you?
Actually have 2 people full-time that work with me. Then I have apprentices. Those ones come from, time to time, like 6 months, they come for a program.
Okay.
When they get trained,
So you train now?
Yes, I train. I've trained a number of people since.
That's
2019.
grand. Now, what we do here on this segment is try to encourage people to actually use their hands, their craft, to be able to make an income for themselves. And you are a grand example of that. In less than 4 years, you've trained and you're putting out product and also training people as well.
Yeah.
What is the income like for you and the market? How do people embrace your products? Is it easy for you to sell it out there?
It has actually been, initially it was not.
Okay.
It wasn't. You needed to get customers, you needed to make people to trust you.
How did you manage
to understand. I started, when I started to get trained, I was actually working. I was working in a paid employment. So I started with my own colleagues. My own colleagues there. When I made samples
Where
of
were you
things,
working before?
with an internet service provider.
Okay.
As a corporate salesperson. So I started with my colleagues. I started to show them, I can make this now, and then I made samples. I actually gave it to them at discounted prices,
Nice.
and they were like, "Wow, you really made this." So my colleagues were actually my first customers then.
Nice. It's always good to start
Before I stopped.
around
Yes.
your network now, isn't
They're
it?
my family as well.
Yeah, I want to, like I said, I had manhandled it from before. We're actually showing a few samples on TV right now of other products that you've made that are not here in studio. Look at that beautiful leather. What do they call these, slip-ons?
Yes. slip-on
Actually
first,
very nice.
simple, yeah.
Now, you had to, after starting with colleagues and the rest,
Yeah.
now push further than that. How did you
Definitely.
cross that bridge? How did you break through that border?
I started getting referrals from
Ah.
referrals from those my colleagues, and then I went online as well. I started to use social media. I started to post things instead of just posting, random gist and all that. I started to post my products, and people are like, "Oh, really? Are you sure you made this?" Then some other customers I had while working, I revisited those places. And
Did you know I can do this? She said to them, and they said,
Yes.
wow.
They were really surprised. "Oh, you really made this, or did you buy and sell?" I said, "No. I go to the markets, I get the materials, I get back, I cut them,
We're going to talk about your source for material and how long it takes you to put these together. But I just wanted to showcase this very fine product here. I don't know if we have a camera that can see this. Now, this is really, it's cloth, yeah?
Yes.
Is there leather under it?
Yes.
There's leather under it.
This one, I use
If I was on holiday and I saw this in a store, and my wife said, "Get that for me," I can imagine how much I'd be spending buying this for her outside of Nigeria. But here it is, and it's so beautiful. So that's cloth.
Yes, it is.
Now, the mixture of cloth into your product, is that your idea, or did you train for this as well, or did you develop it after?
I trained for it as well.
Trained for it
Yes,
as well.
I've trained in about 4 different places altogether.
Yeah.
Some places, Ankara.
Oh,
and
so different
some other-
places, different
yes.
expertise.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's not the only one here that's just cloth. There's a lunchbox there which you've designed with the Avengers. The kids are really going
Yeah.
to love. I mean, look at that. I mean, Rain would love that, actually. That's just beautiful. It's grand. And then I'm attracted as well. I'm saving the best for last. I'm getting to that one. I'm going to tell you guys about that one. But this is a backpack, and it's so original.
Yeah.
It's Nigerian. Let's just put it so. It's so. I mean, you also have different classes all in your products, from the kids to mommy going out to the Owambe party, lunch for the kids. This could be a school bag, or that urban wokeness type person who wants to go about being really original and woke. And then let's talk about the final piece, which is designed for me and my portmanteau.
Exactly.
This product right here. Can we zoom in on this? I want to lick it. It's so chocolatey goodness. Can I lick it?
Please
Now,
don't.
let's start talking about the pricing. For something as beautiful, well-crafted, and well-made as this, how
And
much
just
would
flip
it go
it.
for?
You don't need to
I don't need to.
unbuckle, yes,
Oh, look
and
at
just
that.
unlock
That's just
it.
beautiful. Oh, there you go. Easy to enter. Oh, wow. There's so much more in here. I don't know if it
That's
comes
the
with
belt as well. That's
a belt.
Yes,
so
that's
this
the
is an
belt
entire
casing.
package or what?
That's the belt casing. No,
The belt
this is-
casing,
yes,
okay.
For a belt.
And then we've got myriads of wallets and stuff like that. So something like this design would go for how much?
For this, it's 28,000. because-
28,000.
Yes.
Now,
because-
if these are being purchased for 28,000, your material, which you've sourced from local markets and all, how much would you make as profit at the end of the day is my question, because it is rather affordable.
Yes.
I'm thinking if this was in a store with a brand name and everything, it would be much more than that.
Much more
But
high.
here it's only 28,000. So what's your profit like on each material, on each product rather?
It actually depends on the products. The profit I'll make from a lunch bag is definitely going to be different from the margin of the profits I'm going to make on this kind of a bag. So for this lunch bag, I make about 1,000 naira on it. I can actually make this in bulk for the lunch bags. But for this, it takes precision, it takes time, it takes cutting of all the small pieces and joining together. So it takes about a whole day to put it.
A day is okay. I mean, it's just
A whole
beautiful.
day to put it together.
Wow. That's
It's genuine leather, inside and outside. I
That's
line
grand.
the inside with the black leather and then the outside with chocolate.
Now, you've already given us a hint, but if I have an inclination to actually put things together like this, how long will it take me to set myself up? And how much will it take me to set myself up to begin this kind of craft making?
Okay, to set yourself, for how long? For if you're a beginner, it could take you like 3 phases. Like the beginner's phase, you learn to use the machine, you understand about the cuttings of patterns.
So you use machines, actually?
Yes, I do.
There are special dedicated machines, which I'll have to purchase after.
Yeah, afterwards, exactly. You have to purchase that afterwards. Then you, for a beginner, you can take about, within 10 weeks, you'll be very good at what you do, except you just came to play. Otherwise, you'll really be very good at what you do for 10 weeks. And then afterwards, you go to the advanced stage where you can make things like this, even more complicated, bags and all.
What
that
about
like
the
this.
machines? How much do they cost?
As at yesterday, one of the machines was, was 250.
250,000.
250, yes.
If I make
Then
10 of these.
You have a manual. No, you can actually start using the manual machine actually.
Oh, okay.
That's less than, just about 70,000 naira.
Okay.
To get that, just about 70,000 naira. And then I actually started using the manual machine.
Nice.
I started using that. I
That's
started
beautiful.
before I advanced into using
mean,
the industrial machines. and all
You've
that.
come a long way from training to training people to putting out so many products and also being able to even acquire new machines. So it is quite lucrative, and then there's a
Yes,
market
is.
for it there.
Sure, definitely there is
That's-
a market for it.
that's beautiful.
There is a market, a whole.
Oh, Nyoma, this is beautiful, and I congratulate your efforts. There are a couple of items you won't be leaving here with today.
I'm happy
So,
about
yeah, thank you very much. I would be picking a couple of them. Thank you. Do you miss corporate jobs? Do you miss that at all?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Especially this morning when I was coming to this place. the traffic was out of it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I was working on the airline, so
Let's just
I
walk
was just
from
so
home
grateful.
with bags. That's beautiful. Nyoma, it's fantastic having you here. We love everything that
Thanks
you
so
brought with
much.
you. Unfortunately, some are going back with you. We prepared something for you.
Okay.
And in a minute, I'm going to be bringing you over to the kitchen so you can taste and see our deliciousness. It's something very special.
Wow.
You should have known.